Innoson Motors, Nigeria's first indigenous car manufacturing company, has rolled out its first electric vehicle in the Nigerian market with a test run of the soon-to-be-launched set of electric vehicles. Innoson spokesman was spotted behind the wheel of one of the new electric vehicles during a recent test run at the company's plant in Nnewi, Anambra State. The spokesman, who took to social media to share his amazing test driving experience, said, "Behold, the first Innoson electric vehicle. This is the cool." This move follows Innoson's recent declaration of plans to inaugurate an electric vehicle factory in Nigeria, as the spokesman stated that all essential components for the production of the electric vehicle were domestically procurable. All the raw materials are in Nigeria. It doesn't make sense to import batteries and major component of electric car batteries, which is the most expensive product of electric vehicles. So the company has thought it wise to set up an electric vehicle manufacturing company in Nigeria so as to enable the company mass produce electric vehicles. Electric vehicles are a crucial technology for decarbonizing road transport, a sector responsible for over 15% of global energy-related emissions, according to the International Energy Agency. In recent years, the sale of electric vehicles has seen significant growth, driven by improved range, a wider variety of models, and enhanced performance. Passenger electric cars are becoming increasingly popular, with an estimated 18% of new cars sold in 2023 being electric. However, in many developing and emerging countries, sales have lagged due to the typically higher purchase cost compared to conventional vehicles and a limited charging infrastructure. Despite this, the increase in petrol prices following the deregulation of the downstream sector of the petroleum industry might present an opportunity for investors in the electric vehicle space if the price of charging proves lower than refueling of petrol vehicles. In 2021, the Nigerian government introduced its first locally assembled electric vehicle, the Hyundai Kona, produced by Stallion Motors. This milestone followed the launch of a pilot program by the National Automotive Industry Design and Development Council in collaboration with the Stallion Group and other stakeholders, aiming to establish 100 solar-powered electric vehicle charging stations across the country. The debut of the Hyundai Kona marked a significant step forward for Nigeria's automotive industry, opening up new opportunities as the world shifts away from petrol-powered vehicles in response to climate change and effort to reduce emissions. Although not Nigeria's first locally assembled electric vehicle, Innoson's electric vehicle debut has met with criticism with regards to originality. Social media users have pointed out similarities between Innoson's model and the Nami 01, an electric car launched in China earlier this year. Affordability is another major concern, with Nigeria facing one of the highest electricity costs globally. Many observers are questioning who can realistically afford these electric vehicles. As one user said, it is safe to say that the car is not produced for a middle-class family, as their income have been severely eroded. Additionally, so many people have also taken swipes at the advertisement campaign for the new electric car, where the driver is shown to be making a phone call while on wheels. However, the company had revealed in a follow-up information that the inaugural batch of the company's electric vehicles has been sold out, explaining that the earlier post has been a clever gimmick to draw attention and generate boost for the company's recent production. Innoson's electric vehicle debut comes at a time when Nigeria is grappling with chronic energy shortages amidst increasing electricity tariff, forcing citizens to rely on expensive backup alternatives. It is against this background that some experts reckon that solar-powered cars may be a more sustainable solution, given the country's abundant sunshine. In line with global automotive trends, Innoson's move towards electric vehicle also aligns with effort to reduce carbon emission. Still, it remains to be seen how the company's electric vehicles will fare in a challenging economic climate like Nigeria. One thing to note is that interest in driving electric vehicles has surged over the years, despite doubts about whether it is viable for the Nigerian market, especially due to electricity supply challenges and terrible road networks. Infrastructure challenge or not, it appears there is a sizable number of electric vehicle owners in Nigeria, boasting of the likes of Tesla and Hyundai Kona electric models in their car lot, but how much does it cost to own one? Subject to market forces, a Tesla S model prices ranges from 32 million naira to 62 million naira if you were paying in naira. A Tesla X model prices ranges from 36 million naira to 60 million naira, and the Tesla Y model also ranges from 20 million to 30 million. A Hyundai Kona electric vehicle prices ranges from 24 million to 30 million. The affordability of these electric vehicles may be steep for most Nigerians. However, it is a small price to pay for the level of convenience owners of the car say they enjoy. For example, they do not have to worry about visiting fuel stations, dealing with local mechanics, or worrying about the challenges of combustion engines. The cost of charging electric vehicles, especially in Nigeria, is not as expensive as one might think. For example, a full charge that results in 100 kilowatts per hour of power can cost as much as 6,000 naira, and battery specification also determines how fast a charge can be. The slower it takes your battery to charge, the more you are likely to pay as charging cost. The Nigerian electric vehicle market is growing, but not fast enough. For Nigeria to actively partake in the global electric vehicle market, the Nigerian government must partner with investors in the sector to fund infrastructure projects as charging stations, stable power supply in charging stations, and maintenance facilities. To get a sense of how much investment is required for charging stations, the European Union currently has about 275,000 electric vehicle charging ports, according to data by the European Alternative Fuels Observatory, or around 62 charging points per 100,000 inhabitants. The United States has roughly 37 ports on the same per capita basis. The United States currently has a total of nearly 43,000 public electric vehicle charging stations and around 120,000 charging ports, according to the US Department of Energy data. Although the examples above are drawn from advanced economies, African countries like South Africa, Kenya, Uganda, and Morocco are recording growth in their electric vehicle charging stations. There are also more than 300 electric vehicle charging companies globally, including nearly 100 in North America, but none with a presence in Nigeria. According to reports, many are less than 5 years old and few are more than 10 years old. It tells that it is an emerging industry that Nigerians can latch into. Investors have poured more than $2 billion to electric vehicle charging startups, with most of the funding flowing in the past 5 years. Corporate investors in the electric vehicle charging startups come from a range of industries, including car makers such as Toyota Corporation, Daimler AG, oil and gas companies including Shell and Chevron Corporation, tech companies such as Qualcomm Incorporation and eBay Incorporation. To further bring the market down to Nigeria and to boost the Nigerian economy, the Nigerian government signed a memorandum of understanding with Israeli and Japanese companies to commence assembling and manufacturing of electric vehicles in Nigeria. It was on this note that the chairman of Innoson Motors, Innoson actually noted that his company was going to venture into electric vehicle production once Nigeria is ready. He also mentioned the issue of electric vehicle charging stations, which are limited across the country. However, with the launch of the new Innoson electric vehicles, it is safe to say that Nigeria is beginning to tap into the global electric vehicle market, and in the nearest future, combustion engines will no longer be as rampant as they are now in the Nigerian economy, which will go a long way to decrease the pressure on the petroleum industry.